Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Time for another gear review. This time the Lone Rider semi-rigid panniers. I've got the GSA 1250 and these are the panniers that are made for that. Fit right on. Great set of panniers. I've loved them. I've had them for a little while and I've done a few trips with them. I tend to use these when I'm going away and I'm camping. So if I'm not camping, I'll tend to use the overlander bag and put that on the back of the bike. But if I'm camping and I'm carrying all my stuff like my tent, etc., then these are the panniers that I'll take. I've looked at other panniers when I went to buy these, and I particularly looked at the Beaumont panniers and they were fantastic, and I've got a Beaumont top box, so I could have matched the locking system on that, which would have been a real advantage. I ended up going for the Lone Rider, and I was lucky enough that both I had two sets of mates that one had these and one had the Beaumont, so I could try them on and see exactly what they were like. My tent just fits in this just perfectly. In the Beaumont, they're just that tiny bit smaller, just ever so much smaller. But this one will fit in, but it didn't in the other one. So that's really what swayed me to these, but really, had positives and negatives for them. So you obviously have all your molly straps on top of this thing, which is great. They really do it well, Lone Rider, so you can stick stuff onto the top. I just pin that there for when I'm not traveling, and when I am traveling I put it on my jacket. You've got molly straps on this side and on this side, and they really are easy to put on and off. These are terrifically waterproof. And they've got a great system for that. There's one thing that I don't like about that, and I'll go into that in just a moment, but to open these up, if I can open it up, sorry, normally you're doing this the other way around, but they open up like that. They've got a roll top on them, and then obviously you can get inside. They've got this awesome red bag inside them, so they come with this. I'll pull this out for you so you can have a look. So when you put your gear in, you can just pull it out with this thing here, which has got handles. So if you're going somewhere, maybe into a hotel or something like that, you can just pull that out and that can be your bag, and leave your panniers on the bike. I think that's one of the best features, and this is just a great bag that you can stick all your stuff in like that. I can fit a heap of gear in here. It's wonderful. I can put all my camping gear in, easily take everything. I just use the panniers and a top box if I'm camping. I don't bother putting the other tail bag on that I've got because I just don't need that much space. But that goes inside there, which is great. It's got like a solid back on the back of it, and then this locking mechanism which goes on the bike. I'll say about the locking mechanism, it's good, it's not fantastic. On one side of the GSA, it's a little bit your fingers in and do the locking, so I find it a little bit, sometimes it doesn't quite want to lock properly. You've got to muck around with it for a second, but overall it's good, just sometimes. And then the same with this, when you roll it up, it's got a great system on it. So you roll this down like this, you put the strap together, and sometimes this just goes exactly how it's meant to, in like that, and that flips over like that, and then you put the lock in there. So I'll say a couple of things about this. Sometimes it just doesn't quite roll perfectly and you sort of got to do it again, and that's a little bit annoying. But overall it's pretty good. It's a bit of a knack to it, and you get the knack to it. The thing that I don't really love about this is that you've got to use a combination lock, which is fine if you're locking it up. It's pretty easy. Just lock it up and then it's done and it's locked. Except for if you're sort of stopping all the time or you're getting on and off or whatever, then it's a bit annoying. You unlock it. Unlock this, pull this out, which sometimes is a little bit hard on your fingers, pull that out, do that, unlock, unwrap it. So it's a little bit annoying sometimes. There's a couple of ways around that. One is put the stuff that you need on top, or you can pin it to the outside of this because it's got so many cool molly straps. Secondly, I kind of put the stuff that I'm going to need for my journey in my top box, so it's just an easy open and close. I've got a hard top box, or you might have another way of getting around that. But just if you are sort of getting in and out of it all the time, it can be a little bit annoying to do that. It's not the fastest thing. That's where hard panniers would be better, but if you don't want hard panniers, then you need a system to close it and do that. Look, overall it's really good. That's the way it works. Getting it on and off the bike, I did have a bit of a complaint about, sometimes it's a little bit fiddly, but generally speaking, here's the right hand side one on. You just sort of pull that up, comes off, that's it. It has a handle there, which is great, so you can pick the whole thing up like that. It's really well balanced the way that works. and you can do it like that. So overall, obviously it's got a left and a right. They're a different size, and they fit the bike perfectly, and you would get the ones that fit your bike. If you're looking for a set of panniers, you want some quality panniers, you really can't go too far wrong. They're that semi-rigid style. They've got the sort of hard plastic on the inside, so they keep their shape all the time. I like that. Some people would like to sort of cinch their panniers in as small as they can, but I find that when I've got panniers on, it's because I've got a lot of gear, so it's nice to have them sort of full size, but still sort of just semi-rigid. So overall, they're top quality unit. I really like them. I enjoy having them. I don't put them on all the time. I only put them on when really I'm going somewhere where I need to take a fair bit of stuff, like I'm camping out by myself. But anyway, I hope that helps you in some way if you're considering them. It's just like a guy who's used them and telling you what his experience has been like using them. So I hope that helps you in some way. Otherwise, leave some comments or whatever. You might have had a different experience. If you like the video, like and subscribe. That'll encourage me to make some more, but hope that helps you in some way. Ride safe. Thanks. See ya.